Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, or maybe even morning, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm Andrew, and this is Dom, and welcome to this week's Watch Party for Dead Calm, which I know a lot of you haven't seen. I'm really looking forward to this. It's one of my favourite kind of little films. So, Dom, have you seen this film before?
Never even heard of it until last week when I had to announce that this is what we're watching. I am very excited because this is rare for me. Normally I've at least heard of a movie before we watch it, but this is a complete out of nowhere film. I'm hyped.
Right, it's 2 seconds. Let me have a look what's going on here. YouTube is being ridiculous. It's saying, welcome to the new YouTube. Oh, I see what it's done. 2 seconds, everyone. Well, I sort this out so I can control the live stream. It's playing, but it's decided to log me out of our brand account for some reason. Well done, you. Oh, it's Google have been playing, everyone. Anyway, Dom, why don't you do the roll call while I'm sorting out this quick technical gremlin?
Absolutely. Before I do the roll call, I'll let everyone know that the sync point is on our copy around about 20 seconds in when you see the Kennedy Miller Presents logo against a backdrop. And as for the roll call, let's see who's joining us from YouTube land today. We have Ms. Swift. Hello, Ms. Swift. James Hellier, Alex Peacock. And over on the Discordy ward, we have a plethora of people. I'm just scrolling past a bunch of St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day or St. Paddy's Day to everyone. And I can see that we have Chaosphere, we have Sharon, Mr. Furzel, Mad Matt. Also going by the sci-fi guy now. I like it. We have names that I'm unfamiliar with. Hello, new person, beginning with an M. Who are we? Darn, all I can see is M.
M? We've got Gibson
Mysterious
fan.
M. Gibson fan, hello. Again, I'm just seeing a G. I need to fix this on Discord. I can only see letters.
Oh, goodness me. I'll do the roll call from the top then,
Yeah.
shall we? Because I fixed the technical problem. Okay, so we've done YouTube. Let's do the Discord roll call. I can see Mad Matt, Calbot. I can see Sharon, Ms. Swift also joining us from there. And also we have Phonic, Gibson fan again. And then I can see Brainwire, Alex Peacock, Phonic, I think I already said, Fraglord, and here we go. So, right. It is exactly Calbot. It is from the makers of Mad Max, the producers. Because that Miller is George Miller.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, dear me. James says, this film is the ultimate hallmark of quality. It passed Extro Guy by. Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, let's get this film underway because I can't wait to watch this. We'll get going.
Yeah.
So here we go. And here we go. So yeah,
Ms. Swift, completely correct. I was in streamer mode, and that's why I couldn't see anyone's names.
There we go. Technical support from our amazing community. So, something I only found out when I was researching this one, I didn't know that apparently the book this is based on of the same name, Dead Calm, was originally the rights for it to make a movie were bought by Orson Welles, and then after he passed, they wanted to make they got the rights from his estate to make this film. So it's quite interesting. Yes, Mad Matt Kidman is 19 years old here, playing a 24-year-old.
Is this when she discovered the Fountain of Eternal Youth then? And
it appears to be, because then the next film she made after this, bear in mind then she would have only been maybe 20, was Days of Thunder, where she played a senior surgeon, doctor. But it's acting. Hey, let's go with it. And here we go. And you know very little to nothing about this film, Dom, apart from
absolutely,
it's on a boat.
I didn't even know that. I know nothing.
Yes,
I'm
Ms. Swift, she
going as
was in
blind.
BMX Bandits. Quick question for our
Classic.
community: what was better, BMX Bandits or Rad?
Okay, rad. Just because of the soundtrack. You
There we
got
go.
thunder in your heart.
There we go. Jesse Flores, welcome, my friend. James Helly saying Orson Welles never finished his version because his Billy Zane and Lawrence Harvey died of cancer while he was scraping
No.
the funds together. Miss Swift says BMX Bandits is better.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of sailors on a train. There must be
Yeah,
a joke in there somewhere.
they're not about to burst into song. Miss Swift says Rad or Gleaming the Cube. James says the book is also a sequel, so you could make a prequel if you
Just cast Nicole Kidman
digitally
again.
de-age the cast. As it is, it starts off as a Christmas film, as was said earlier.
Is that the qualification for a Christmas movie then? If Christmas is mentioned, so every Harry Potter film is a Christmas film as
Yep,
well.
that's right. There we go. I don't know why, but Sam Neill looks like he was born to be a naval captain or something.
He does, doesn't he? He wears the suit well.
Yeah, you just go, yeah, totally buy Sam Neill in that role.
I watched Airplane last night, and all I can see is like, here, take my watch. It doesn't work anyway. Just comedy oozing out of every scene.
There we go.
Who holds their wrist up like that to read a watch?
I don't know.
Sam Neill.
That's a creepy raincoat. Oh dear. What you never want.
No.
Or even that walk. It's like a military officer walk he's doing.
Mm-hmm. This is Central Station in New York?
No, this is, I think, in Australia somewhere.
Yeah, I thought it might be in Australia because I saw his little
Yeah.
armband that said
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. And the car appears to be driving on the left-hand side, so...
Oh, this. Someone said this was a dark comedy earlier.
Yes, this is not a dark comedy.
Oh.
He's got to identify his son's mangled body.
Haha. On Christmas Day as well. Oh, hand cranked hospital beds. I remember those days.
Yeah, James, it's very economical storytelling. Oh, and they're just testing that she's got feeling in her legs and feet.
Mm-hmm.
Calbot's saying classified as a thriller. I'd say it's kind of a psychological horror thriller.
Oh God, Doc, why? Oh. All right,
Exactly,
so far the
Sharon.
soundtrack is
Exactly, Sharon.
amazing. Like just that low hum that builds.
Yeah, Mad Matt, exactly. Well, it's not entirely Mad Matt, no. Yeah, possibly, James. And that's why nowadays car
Kids
seats.
can't.
Yeah, have car seats kids can't get out of.
Oh my god, no! Australia, man. Just don't fuck around, do they? God, how many minutes into this film are we? 7. 7 minutes in.
We've got a dead child.
Dead child.
But this is why. Remember, people, seatbelts save lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, James, an MGB would not have a good NCAP rating back then.
If only there was a pet cemetery nearby, eh?
Don't worry, Mr. Furzel. We've got a palate cleanser for next week. We've got something a bit more blockbuster popcorny.
A little more upbeat. Nonsense. We need to dig deeper. We need to go more depressing.
But this is a bit of a trend we saw in the 90s, especially in the early 90s. I mean, yes, this is 89. It was released in Australia, but most of the world saw this in 1990 onwards on home media because it didn't do great theatrically, especially being an Australian film. We've seen this in a lot of the films we've covered, especially the early part of the 90s, that they are more psychological than outright gore horror. They were psychological, like because we had Hadn't Rocks the Cradle, we've had Silence of the Lambs, we've had
real, like, emotionally impacting stories.
Yeah. Well, exactly, Sharon. Sharon's saying there's an obvious age difference here. She's playing the young wife full of trauma, and he's the strong husband holding together. Is he holding it together, or is he keeping it inside? If you think about it, he's a military commander of some kind in the Navy. He might be a captain. I didn't see didn't quite capture what his rank was. He will be trained to bottle up his emotions and keep calm and be a positive influence, even when people around him are dying.
Falling apart.
It's the Navy.
Stiff upper lip.
Yeah. Beautifully shot, this film. Absolutely beautifully shot.
Have we had a watch party for Possession?
Not yet, I believe. I could do that one. No, I've never been to Australia, Mr. Fizzle. My mother lived there for about 10 years, though. And my mother's father was in the British Air Force and was stationed over there.
I'm sorry, why are they limes or pears? They're limes, right?
They're limes, I believe. Oh, no, apples.
Why are they caged up?
Apples. I guess it's possibly is to keep the air going around them so they don't kind of sweat against surfaces, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Why not? Or it's just a cool hanging fruit basket. It's an 80s thing.
There's some really nice transitions in this film already.
Yeah. What I like about it is the score is very sparse because it makes you. A lot of it is just literally the two of them together, and not having the score there makes it feel like it's just you.
It's kind of voyeuristic.
Yeah. Maybe in the summer, Alex. Maybe in the summer.
Those days with an R in it.
So here's a question. How did people who've seen this before first see this film? Like I say, first time I saw it was on satellite TV in about 1990 in the UK.
Damn that accent, I misheard what she said then.
This is your first time, of course, seeing this, Dom.
Mm-hmm.
James saying on big box rental VHS in the early 90s.
Yes, I first saw this.
No,
on a
actually, I'll
watch
tell you
party.
where I first saw this, and we know where I first saw this from. It was our old friend,
Oh yeah, the hero of your childhood.
the man with the trunk of his car with the tapes that it was not age appropriate for me to hire.
What the hell is this? I'm not really a boat person, so I don't know
Yeah,
how.
that's the kind of stuff they have. Radar, yeah.
I think the biggest. Well, I've been on cruise ships and stuff, but I've not,
Mm-hmm.
you know, been
You've
in a
never
pilot chair.
you've never been sort of commanding it nautically.
Yeah, you may be surprised. I am not a nautical commander.
Miss Swift says on
Only
cable
only
shortly after it came
submarines.
out because of the vague commercials and marketing. I want to know what the hell this movie was about.
Mm.
Let's have a look. Mad Max saw it for the first time this morning. Sharon, it was a random rental at first. Alex saw this on a program here in Ontario called Saturday Night at the Movies in the late 90s, hosted by Elwy Yost, father of Graham Yost. That's cool.
Mm.
It's just so, the score is so sparse, but this apparently is all accurate. That's the ship's log.
Ugh. It's a nice looking boat.
Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon Australia's sea-based critters are just as nightmarish as the land-based critters?
Oh, definitely. But I don't even know if they're. I'm not even sure where they're off the coast of.
Mm.
There's nothing to say they're on by the coast of Australia. Beautifully shot.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Nicole Kidman actually had the boat they were using, the owner, train her in how to pilot the boat. And that's actually her doing it in most of these scenes.
Brilliant. One of these days, it'll be a useful skill to have, I'm sure. I've already cashed in my utility for the apocalypse, for the zombie apocalypse. I'm kind of, sort of medical, so
Okay.
I'll be the village doctor. And when patients die of something, it'll be the zombies got them. Oh, didn't see any great whites or box jellyfish, eh, Mr. Furzle?
Uh,
Want to explain yourself, buddy?
yeah.
And how come your ship looks so pirate-esque?
Things will be revealed. Mad Max says most of my seafaring movies include an inevitable attack by Godzilla.
I mean, Godzilla improves every movie. Name a movie that Godzilla wouldn't improve. I'll wait.
This is almost, in some ways, a bit like Sharon's saying, by the very nature of us knowing they're in the ocean with no land in sight, we feel their isolation. Billy's aim with hair, yeah. It's almost like an invasion in a way because it's this, they've got this world of the two of them, and now this stranger has appeared.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. Apparently they're near Tonga.
Ah. Really? Looks fairly stable to me. Then again, as
No.
we've discussed, I'm not a nautical captain.
He had an ancestor who had a bit of bother with a boat crossing some years before. That's why Billy Zane's character isn't a fan of boats.
On your own? You have me intrigued, Billy Zane. How'd they die? Ship isn't called the oh god. The Demeter, is it?
No. No, you'll find out.
Ah, I thought it had like little cards with like their stats
No.
on them and everything.
British passports. Most of them. You want one to American.
We didn't bring any citrus. The scurvy got us all.
I know.
Oh. Oh. Magnesium poisoning?
No.
Oh.
And that is what women have injected into their foreheads. That's what Botox is. Botulism spores.
All the more reason to touch up my own forehead so I can catch up. I want 7 fingers, damn it.
Thing
I can
was,
get so much done.
they had, on the ship they had a choice: either suspect salmon.
Or each other.
No. Leftover Denny's.
Oh, well, it's no choice then, is it?
Yeah.
Denny's doesn't reheat well.
No. We thought it might be the Taco Bell they consumed in Singapore, but the diarrhea, it wouldn't stop. It was just incredible.
Once it was out of the system, it kept going.
Oh, I realised I do apologise, everyone. The clock has disappeared. Let's put the clock back.
Oh.
There we go.
Can they get a Grubhub delivery out there, Sharon?
Yeah.
Where are you? You know, around.
Yeah, they can,
here.
Sharon, but you should see the service charge.
Yeah, surge prices, man. It's going to get all of us. $15 for a burger. Nah, mate.
Actually, one of the funniest things happened with me was when I was on holiday in Disney World once. We ordered Grubhub to the resort we were staying at. And the delivery driver told me they didn't know where the hotel was. And they were a local delivery driver in the area.
Sure.
Yes. I've got screenshots of my conversation with the driver somewhere. They were quite incredible. Like, literally, like, you don't know. I'm in, like, the biggest resort in your area, in the area. There's 26 hotels here.
Building, yeah. I do like their coffee cups. Is it the law when at sea? Is it sea law that you have to wear blue and white?
Yes.
I figured.
And you have to know how to do the hornpipe dance.
I'm unaware of the hornpipe dance. Why are you so perpetually glistening, Billy Zane? Why is there a basket of fruit hanging over everyone?
Because that's how you do it on a cruise ship. On a sailing ship.
I see. In case the scurvy starts to climb up your legs.
That's right. I'm going to go have a look at his ship, see if we can steal anything good. International salvage rights.
I mean, yeah, finders keepers rules, right? For the midnight orange. I mean, yeah. Everyone needs one.
Tell you what type of orange you couldn't keep in there, Dom, in the net. There's a chocolate orange. Terry's chocolate orange. It would ooze through the...
Can you imagine? We need some citrus on this boat. Everyone's going to get scurvy if we don't. I got nothing but Terry's chocolate oranges.
Dom, you know for a fact at Christmas they are sacred.
They are.
Yes. I did see an awful video online of an American with their first Terry's chocolate orange. They unwrapped it and tried to eat it like an apple.
No, that's against the law. Who bites into a chocolate orange like that?
They had to bite out of it.
Oh, monsters.
There we go. That dog was actually called Benji. Apparently, it's one of the. I wonder if it's related to the Benji family. Mr. Furzel saying, "Yeah, I always pack my tennis balls with my firearms." How does the dog get back up? Does he climb up the rope ladder?
Maybe. The Orpheus? It's out of Santa Barbara. At least it's not out of Santa Carla, right? Then it should be the Demeter.
I'm not sure if that Benji is connected to the... Exactly, James. And she has ignored John's advice to load the gun and keep it close. I'm sure she won't regret that. I don't know, Mr. Furzel is saying, can you imagine the dog being on a boat out in the middle of the ocean for weeks? Sounds like abuse almost. As long as you get the dog stimulated, it's probably okay. And to be fair,
like swimming.
The dog is possibly a... See, he saw Karate Kid Part 2 and he knows how to avoid the davit.
He knows the pendulum thing.
But yeah, I'll accept though that since their child was dead, the dog was possibly acting as a surrogate, so the dog wasn't lacking for attention on the boat. And yes, the dog has no life vest on. He's so sweaty.
Like I said, he's perpetually glistening.
He is.
Okay, it is going down.
Oh, there's a lot of water in there.
Get one of those hand pumps out.
It's like a cheesy British pub down there.
It is, yeah. I bet if the floor wasn't sodden, it would still be like sticky.
Yeah.
It's like a tacky British pub. What the hell? The dog can operate the doors.
That's right.
Oh. I like Benji.
It's the same dog I used in a... Yeah, exactly, James. It's a 90s psychological horror. Of course, they have a family pet, and again, you like the way the writing is setting everything up. The dog fetches, the dog opens doors. Yeah. Do you trust him?
No. Never trust the sexy man that rolls up to you when you're isolated. Never.
The dog's like, open the door. What's the worst that could happen? If you don't open the door, I will.
Right? God, that's a threat that the dog can actually. Why are you starting the boat? You've got a piss bucket in there. Use that. Oh, getting closer. Okay, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
fair.
And he's like, no, I don't want you going there. I don't want you seeing what happened on that ship. I may not have been entirely truthful.
Is this Event Horizon before Event Horizon?
Oh no, all the someone's this.
All the red food coloring. Oh,
Hmm.
oh, 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 God.
Exactly, Sharon. What could he possibly find on the sus ship that the sus guy came from? Exactly, the derelict, creepy ship from with the creepy guy who really doesn't want anyone going to that ship. I'm sure he's only got good intentions.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, it's one of my favourite scenes in the film.
This is incredibly tense, and it's purely
Yeah,
just like music and these actors just
yeah,
being so tense themselves.
exactly, James. A well-known symptom of botulism, decapitation.
It's stage 2, right?
I tell you what, I'm also enjoying here. Not a lick of green screen in sight.
Oof. Oh, oh God. Paddle, Sam, paddle. Come on.
Yep. And also, how
No.
brilliantly
No.
shot is that scene? All that stuff's going on there while he jumps at the ship.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, and he's being cut a bit.
Just a touch. The rudder got him, did it? Wait, no, what the
Yeah,
rudder? What the
just
hell, propeller?
the propeller.
The spinamajig. As previously discussed, I'm as nautical as a grain
Yes.
of sand.
The
There you go.
spinamajig, yes.
Yeah, the spinamajig. Oh!
It's all right. It's only a flesh wound, he's army. But let's consider this a 3-act film. We are 1/3 through. First act is now over. It's really nicely paced.
Yes. Oof.
I just love the fact that the way this film is shot is gorgeous because it just highlights the the futility of the situation, how
And
alone
this,
they all
ladies and
are.
gentlemen, is why I hate the ocean.
Yeah, James, I agree with you.
Oh, good. Budweiser's the king of beers.
The only good thing is that he is a properly experienced sailor
Yeah.
who's had training and he knows what he's doing. Exactly, Mr. Fursell. Thank God he's a naval officer.
Something's churning away in there.
I was trying to start the engine.
But does that mean the engine room's flooded?
Well, James Haley says he's sinking mainly. Well, you're going to see.
Well, I've played enough Sea of Thieves to know that when your ship's sinking, just get a bucket and just toss it out a bit.
That's right. You hammer some wood to the side of the ship and you're fine.
Hammer some wood to the side of it. As long as the Kraken doesn't come, you're all right.
Yeah. Yeah. And that
is the pump.
Is the manual pump. I think it's called the bilge pump or something. It's basically a manual hand pump. Great. The shot of that as well. I mean, he's dripping with sweat.
These transitions are beautiful. Yep. I'm in awe just the way this film is shot.
It's gorgeous. I want to look at something. I want to see who the cinematographer of this is. I mean, I'm wondering if it's...
James Haley mentioned it.
Dean Semia. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. We've got some pedigree here. We've got some pedigree here. Let's go through a few of his big hitters. Mad Max 2.
Yeah.
Razorback, Beyond the Thunderdome. Cocktail, Young Guns, Dead Calm, Young Guns 2, K9, Dances with Wolves, Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, well, there we go.
Last Action Hero, Waterworld, and quite a few other films. Apocalypto.
God damn, yeah. He's done some really beautiful work.
And Paul Blart too. Sorry.
the jewel in his crown. Paul Blart. Mall Cop 2. Oh.
I think Billy Zane in this is great because he just doesn't... The kind of the psychotic...
Hinged.
Yeah. Well, you know he likes boats.
He genuinely believed himself to be the good guy, doesn't he?
Yep. No, Phonic, I don't want to imagine a remake of Dead Calm with Kevin James. Zane's role.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Your face fascinates me. Oh, God. That next line of that is, I'd like to see your skin on my face.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'd like to
Your
eat
skin
your
would look better
nose.
on my floor.
Yeah. Okay, getting creepier. Creepy
Oh,
scale's going up.
incredibly creepy. The funny thing is, if you just take the scene completely out of context, it could easily be in a romantic comedy. Like, easily.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Why are you so sweaty? That's not a black and white picture of the Titanic behind him, is it?
Oh, every boat has to have it on, just so you know, you remember. Icebergs plus boat equal bad. Billy Zane just looks at it and is like, he gets shivers down his spine. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Sharon. Why don't you believe me? Dude, I'll give you 100 reasons why.
There are so many people
Yes,
who.
James is saying icebergs aren't much of an issue off Tonga.
True! Yeah, there's so many people who this guy reminds me of. Like, they do shady stuff and then go, just believe me. And it's like, why? Like, you've given me no reason to believe you.
I've decided, Dom, from now on, I'm going to speak to my wife after this watch party and ask if we can keep all our fruit and veg in hammocks around the house.
I know, it's a vibe. I like it. Above the bed as well.
Yes. I mean, to be fair to them, most of this film is a duologue between Billy Zane and Nicole Kidman.
Hmm.
It would. I wonder if there's ever been a stage play of this, because I think it would probably lend itself quite well to a play.
Yeah, well, yes and no. The idea of the isolation
Mm.
is made so much bigger by the ocean. But I suppose it is something that could lend pretty well to a stage play
Yeah.
because isolation is natural to stage plays. It's hard to make it feel full and lived,
Mm.
and very few sets.
Yep. And a dog.
Everyone loves a dog. I want to know what books they have on their shelf. I want to judge their books.
Exactly, James. James saying some of the critics um, weren't given. Some of the critics complained that
Mm,
we weren't given Huey's motivational diagnosis, but yeah, you think it's scarier not to explain. I do as well. I think not knowing what drives him, what's wrong with him, you can see there's something wrong with him, but you've got no idea what it is.
exactly. The unknown is always scarier. All right, Sam. Time to turn this boat into a home. Live your nautical dreams.
Exactly, Alex and Sharon. Alex saying Billy and Nicole acting their asses off in a great way, and Sharon saying the audience is left wondering about him too, since we don't know any of the backstory.
Oh God, he just had MTV on.
No, you find out what was. You find out a little more about this ship. He's written "Fear is now" in blood on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, James. Now he finds the Event Horizon video logs.
So not quite the Love Boat, but adjacent to it.
Fraglord saying, "I think I recall seeing this on VHS back in the day." Do you mean the film they were the film they were shooting, or Dead Calm?
So again, by sea law, he's claimed this vessel as his own.
Yeah. Thing is, even if he is the commander of a naval ship, he would have the engineering skills, because a prerequisite for command staff on naval ships is to have an element of all the skills on the ship. So they have to be able to do an element of engineering so they can understand what's going on.
Good. More things should include that. Like if you're at the head honcho, you should know at least a little bit
Yeah.
about every part of the job.
Exactly, Mad Pat. You'd think porn directors would be more sane. Oh, it's those really crappy speakers they had in the 80s.
I remember them with the headphone jack.
Yeah, James, exactly. I think we see what gives Huey enough of a motivation, bullied throughout the voyage until he had a psychological breakdown.
Yeah, it seems like he had a few screws loose to begin with, so a little bit of
Yeah.
jostling would have just set them all floating.
There we go.
I forgot that Nicole was one of the fellow Kagi handers, a lefty. How's her handwriting? We saw Sam Neill's handwriting. Is that a speedometer?
Where?
The gun on the oh no, it's attached to headphones.
Yeah.
Sonar?
What gun? Sorry. Which ship? Sorry.
On our girl Nicole's ship, right behind her on the wall, there's this handheld cannon-looking thing with a pair of headphones attached to it.
Not sure.
It's smart. I like this.
Yeah.
I was waiting for her just to get like frustrated and leave the call, but this is pleasantly the call. What like like you can just hang up on distress calls. And it's pleasant because you're not getting like
Yeah.
Nicole's character say, One beep for yes, two beeps for no. Like,
No,
it's not talking down to the audience, which I
no.
appreciate.
I also like the fact as well. This is a really interesting way of having their conversation because they're not able to communicate. He's not able to give her masses of exposition.
Mm-hmm.
He's not able to tell her exactly what to do.
I am picturing Zach Brannigan on the other end of this phone call
Yeah,
and going, yes,
exactly.
yes, I see. Double guilty.
And I like the fact as well it's showing his wedding ring there in the shot.
Yeah.
Exactly, Ray. He can. James saying Ray. He can signal yes and no. So the only only ask questions with those answers, not what should I do.
You just start hearing like beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
Elaborate Morse code coming through.
yeah. Well, Sharon, you're right. You're saying it's a slow burn, nothing too dramatic. Plot is rolling on. We're halfway through the film. It's lovely.
There are
It's got a
so many
lovely.
baskets of fruit.
I know. I'm going to suggest though, Dom, to my wife, like I say after this, all our fruit and veg is in hammocks, netted hammocks. I trust you'll have the same conversation with your wife later.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And when asked why, I'll say because
Yeah.
in case the ocean starts to bob and froth and
Yes,
make us tip the house, and she'll remind me that we live in a desert. And I'll say, you never know. Prepare for the future.
exactly. Oh,
Yep. That would hurt. That would be horrible.
yes. Nasty burn.
I remember like getting my arm on like a radiator back in the UK, and
Mm.
actually, yeah, just sabotage the engine. What can he do?
Well, that's the key to start the engine.
Mm-hmm. Take the spark plugs out.
Right, Dom. Boats tend to have diesel engines.
Damn. Okay, take the diesel plugs out. I don't.
They have diesel engines have something called glow plugs in them, and they work a bit differently. Not spark plugs.
That's what I meant.
Also, I suspect she possibly doesn't have time to remove the leads and get a deep socket out and.
Benji, no! Benji, no! Don't do it!
You see, if she'd have snapped the bit of string or rope between the key and
The floaty fob.
and the floaty thing. Naughty dog.
Oh, you was just a good boy, but you did a bad thing.
I have the feeling he was actually pulling her hair there.
It looked like it.
Hmm. I still want to see how the dog gets back on the boat.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he has like a little basket that like wheels up. That'd be awesome. I know he just gets picked up.
Gets picked up.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Fuzzle. It's not your fault, Ben.
Oh,
You
that
retrieved
burn
the
on her.
keys.
That burn on her arm.
Quick, make Agent Orange in the with the chemicals you have, or mustard gas.
Problem was, the flaw was the key is tied to that piece of wood in case it ends up in the water, so it floats. You can start the engine.
Yep. And the dog had it in his mouth, and Billy Zane just had it in his mouth.
Yeah. Even the door's sweaty from him.
Stop being so glistening. How are you perpetually glistening?
There's
What are you, a
something
Greek
about
wrestler?
people. There's something about people banging doors like that.
It's unnerving.
Yeah.
John would be MacGyvering something. No, but you're damn handsome.
Yeah, that's true, James. This time Huey's been in the sea to get Ben. He has a reason to be wet.
Yeah. Oh, that's not ominous. The Ultimate Session of Sutter Kane?
Yeah.
Is this an In the Mouth of Madness prequel?
Oh no. Everything is fine in here.
Everything's fine.
Yes.
Ominous.
No, that's actually the. I think that's called the bilge. That area of the ship.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
area would
To
yeah, level attack. That area will always have some water in it.
yeah.
Oh dear, it's rotten.
Crap. No bueno.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
I hate boats.
Oh, I got dead person juice in my mouth. You're clicking too fast. Slow down. I can't make out a word you're saying.
The hate boat from Running Man.
Yeah, Ms. Swift saying you missed the videos playing when you watched this years ago. Yeah, he was basically almost tortured into insanity. I'd love it if they released as a special feature, which I don't believe they've done on any of the media releases of this, the uncut versions of those videos.
Sea madness.
Yeah.
Gets into everyone. I can't remember what year the Running Man takes place in. Isn't it like the vast distance of 1997 or something?
Something like that. It's set between 2017 and 2019.
Ah, yes.
2018 we called that year. The time between 2017 and 2019.
Somewhere between
Yeah.
year X. Oh no. Is he going to start falling back?
Yep. James, that's the problem. The only special feature on Blu-ray are the trailer and the menus.
That's sad.
Makes you wonder, though, if that footage even exists anymore in its raw form.
True.
I quite like the beeping on the radar as well, kind of the futility of the situation. It's almost like it taunts her.
Yeah.
The beep.
The beep, the banging on the door. It's like the only sound that she has now is... There it is. Look, the gun thing with the with the headphones.
I don't know.
It seems like it's some kind of radar gun.
Maybe.
You can cut the tension with like the bluntest object ever. It's so tightly wound.
That's true, James. There may not. It's all told with such economy. There may not be loads of edited out material, no. But I'd like to see just isolated full screen versions of the videos playing on the Black Schooner ship. This also highlights the fact that why boating and caravan holidays suck. Because if you fall out with the person you're with, you've got nowhere to go.
Stuck with them.
Yeah.
Isn't it strange that serenity and horror are like so close together? And all it takes is one thing to make the pendulum swing from a serene, calm, lovely holiday to a nightmare.
Exactly, Sharon. She's not tied up or locked up in a room, yet she's a prisoner. It's similar in a way to... It's very similar to kind of the ending of Cape Fear, isn't it? With its boat, kind of the whole... Where they're trapped in a small... Where their world is a small environment, yet they're trapped. Yeah, giving the dog evils. You little bugger.
Totally fucked up our plans. Just find something heavy and bludgeon him with it. Okay, unprotected hand holding. Now that's sultry.
Oh, welcome, MX6 Racer 79.
The perfect gif.
That is for this. The carpet doesn't look very clean.
No, it looks horrifying. Oh god, there's a stain. There's some weird... Oh my
like a burn.
god. Why do they have to be two very attractive people? Why are they making me scare-roused?
But they're very, very sweaty. It's too sweaty. Oh, it's too sweaty. It's too sweaty.
The carpet looks very scratchy, though, I have to admit.
It does.
Just get the gun now and shoot him. Just get the gun.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Ay. Come on. No, get back on the scratchy carpet.
I don't want to see Billy Zane's bottom.
He's got a good ass. Billy Zane's got a good pair of peaches on him. Okay, the dog is irritating me now. He's such a snitch.
He is.
What, a mixtape?
No, cigarettes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the mixtape
is just the worst music to bang to.
Yeah.
Like Phil Collins breakup music or something.
Wizard of Oz soundtrack.
No, the Wiz soundtrack. Actually, that's kind of jazzy. I guess that would be better than the Wizard of Oz soundtrack.
Trying to get your funk on to Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead and Follow the Yellow Brick Road. That's true, Mad Matt. Why is that an archaic decorative rifle in the utility closet?
We all need one.
It's not even a rifle, Mad Matt. It's a shotgun.
It's a shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe you would have had more likely to have had a rifle
Pistol?
on a pistol or a rifle, as opposed to a shotgun, because you don't have any range in your weapon. In the shotgun. I know what's on that tape. It's the best of Billy Ocean.
What is it with boat movies and non-consensual intercourse? Why do they go hand in hand?
I love the fact he's basically equipping himself up for a video game.
Oh yeah, he's stocking up.
Yeah. Thank you, Sharon.
If after all of this, Nicole turns to Sam Neill and says, "Okay, next time I choose the vacation spot," and like a laugh track happens.
Yeah.
Best movie ever made.
Oh, he's literally Mr. Bean has better luck than him.
I know, yeah. It's like, at least it couldn't get any worse.
Yeah.
Just elbow through a steel door. You got it. Keep on going, buddy. If he starts talking to an eldritch crab entity and promises it food and sustenance if it gets him out, then David Fincher ripped this film off for one of his shorts in Love, Death, and Robots. It's a good short as well, actually. It's very, very beautifully animated.
Exactly, James. Only having one door to the deck is a bit of a design flaw. I know his ship's got about 60 in this Harrison. It's basically open plan everywhere. We've all had that look where we regret sleeping with Billy Zane. It's happened to everyone in our lives at some point.
Yeah.
Yes. I won't sleep with Billy Zane.
That glistening body, you can't refuse it.
See? The fruit basket came in handy.
Oh god, this is beyond sinister. Like the
because he's now convinced that he's in this perfect relationship with her, and he's
wearing
her husband's clothes and aftershave. I think he's wearing her husband's clothes. Yep, with a shark oven glove. Yeah, that's true, Phonic. Every storage place in the boat is so well thought out, but that's how a lot of how boats are. Why
Yeah,
is
we've
it?
been traveling with
Why?
boats for a few hundred years.
Why is it that, as with last week's film, and I wasn't there for the watch party, but I lined up the music for it, that films that have sinister and creepy moments often preface them with a very upbeat and cheery song?
Mm. To try and curve the amount of what liquid did she just diffuse in?
Lemon juice and sugar. To be fair,
yeah,
it's not a bad if she's making
cover up. Yeah,
lemonade. Yeah, and also with that much lemon juice, it would be quite kind of tart.
thick. Yeah, very clever as well. You take a sip first.
Mm. And also, don't forget, she's been taking them regularly, so she's got a bit of a tolerance to them.
This is how we uncover her. Well, yeah, she has been kind of abusing him, hasn't she? Because
Yeah,
Sam Neill's
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
nope.
saying. She has been. She's been taking them to sleep ever since her son died. So, a mouthful of that probably won't hurt her.
She's used to it.
Yeah. Exactly, James Hillier. Lemon juice and Valium, the cocktail of champions.
Yeah.
Man Matt saying, did she set the knife down so she could look for a weapon?
Maybe.
Maybe. What happened to the ice? I think he swallowed it, Miss Swift. It was kind of crushed ice. I made you one of these Valium colladas too.
That'll be me.
Exactly, Mad
if
Matt.
anyone
Tolerance to
tells me.
iocane powder.
Yeah, you get the hatch down. I'll handle the spin-a-jig. If she had to like powder the shells first and everything as
Yeah.
well.
The only thing is, she's right now. You just go straight up there and kill him. You don't no faffing. You just go and kill him.
Yeah.
While his back's turned and he's messing with the sails, you just shoot him.
This poor guy.
Yep.
Worst vacation ever. Crab God, is that you?
Exactly, Mad Matt. Billy Zane's so hot and sweaty that the ice didn't stand a chance. Not me lemons.
Oh God, that hinge on the door.
Yeah.
Right in the spine. Oh
That's the radio gone.
no! Mm-hmm.
You see, he's happy to shoot her.
Yep. Doesn't care now. snowflakes, no! Oh.
I love the fact, though, that the ship has almost become the boat has almost become a character now.
Yeah, it's like helping her. It's like, here you go, have a harpoon.
Yeah.
Get him. That treacherous dog clearly doesn't care. Oh. No, not the dog. Please, God, not the dog. Even if it's a traitor.
Exactly
Wait,
as. Oh. Miss Swift saying
I
that's
knew
why you
it.
put fruit in the hammocks.
Yeah. I need to go hug Bones after this.
You can bring him through now if you want. It's up to you.
Right. Go get him and just like. No. All right, yeah, I'm letting Bones in because I need to. I
You
need to
let
hug
him
him
in,
out
Dom.
after this.
Let him in, Dom.
Bones.
Yes, Miss Swift, that's why you put the fruit in hammocks. No, Bones isn't up for it, Dom. He's like, I've seen what you've done to the dog in the film.
He's confused.
Okay, so he's out cold and she's You just missed Dom. He's out cold. She's hog-tied him downstairs. I think I'd have done worse than that with him. I'd have hog-tied him and hung him off the back,
Yeah.
literally in the water.
Right, Bones has clearly seen this film. He doesn't want to be part of this.
He doesn't want to be involved in it. It's like, no, not for me.
There you go, bud.
Calbot didn't like the dog death either.
No.
Exactly, Sean. Kill him and throw him overboard. Time to play nice is over. That's why I would have got the shotgun while he was out cold. I would have just blown his brains out and dropped him over the side. And then problems would have been over.
Yeah. Thank you for being my emotional support dog, Bones. This poor woman. Like, this family has been through such tough times.
I'll be fair, she's beautifully shot, though. Absolutely beautifully shot.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous.
And their ship's out of fuel now as well, of course. So she's having to sail to him.
Mm-hmm.
But she's clearly quite a competent sailor herself in that she's able to, properly steer the ship and whatever. He's taught her well.
Maybe they met sailing.
Maybe. Even the score is just like, yeah, it's her. The score's great. It's her pain. It's just this continuous.
Yeah. Keep your head above water, buddy.
Thing is, in a minute, she's going to radio him and say, "It's okay. I've stopped him, and I found a Skyline chili nearby. He's just going to stop pumping. This is going to. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Let the sweet
She
embrace
can't
of
radio
death
him.
take me." No, she
The
can't.
radio's blown.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
look,
Mad Matt.
nighttime's coming too.
The dead child doesn't play much into this plot. Well, it does, because she wouldn't have had those sleeping tablets and been on the boat if not for the dead child. You see, if you're going to hog tie somebody, do it behind their
On their
backs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of I think of another Billy Zane film that had someone in a similar position to that on the front of a boat.
Can you
Clever
suck
man.
out air from the pipe?
Oh!
Ah!
Oh! But I guess anything will
Roach
do.
air is better than no
No
air.
air. Yeah.
La cucarache air.
Oh.
Oh no. He's doing ab crunches. He's getting stronger.
Yes.
His core!
She didn't. Also, when she hogtied him, she gave him too much flexibility between his feet and his hands.
Mm-hmm. I'd love it if he's just got door after door after door after door that he has to.
Yeah. Oh, that is just. Even the fish is like, "You're not supposed to be down here."
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Not sure if you all can see Bones just KO'd on the floor now.
Yeah.
He's done his job of supporting me, now he's resting.
So James says the dead child is the heart of the plot. The film opened with John failing to bring her back through her trauma. Through these events, she finds depths of self-resource and lives again. Yeah. Exactly, Sharon. Tie it around his neck. Hog tie his legs around his neck.
Yeah, there he goes. Job well done.
Clever.
Set it aflame.
That's right. I don't think it's a good idea to set you up the raft you're on alight, though.
I think he's going to set the water alight, and that will track back to
Oh,
be
possibly.
the boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, set the boat alight.
Hmm. And this, kids, is why you shouldn't aim to shoot a porno on a boat.
That's
It'll
right.
go horribly wrong. God, those binocs are terrible, aren't they? They don't like enhance anything. Oh, it's a beautiful sunset.
Beautifully shot, isn't it? With silhouettes and.
You're just showing off now that you've got lights
You've got
on your boat.
lights. And your boat's not sinking. Excuse me, love, though. I think you need to go and check on your serial killer. Ah!
He's still glistening. Oh my god, dude, you are.
I've created fire.
I am the sea god now. Take that, Mr. Krabs.
And then you see a giant tentacle pick up the flaming wreckage and throw it at you. You've pissed the Kraken off.
Yeah. It would be funny if Sam Neill's character succumbed to ocean madness in the day he's been away.
Oh, there's breathing in the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have had the shotgun with me, ready to go on the deck, reloaded, and just... Oh. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Do it. Don't let him get any closer. I'd use the gun myself, but... Oh. He is absolutely insane.
He is. Wow, nice.
Now hog tie him
Now
up
shoot
properly.
him. Don't waste your life raft on him. Just throw him in the boat. People float too. It's got a roof. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, but they do. There's a
I
survival
didn't
raft.
realise.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't go on the ocean often.
But yeah, now let it out a good few hundred feet from your ship.
Mm-hmm.
And any ladders around your ship, pull them up.
Mm-hmm. Sharon's right. She's too damn nice.
She is. Is anyone alive out here?
Anyone alive out here? Hello.
Oh, we took too long to turn the boats around. Thing is, he's having the best sleep he's had in ages.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Matt, no. Thankfully, she didn't join him because that would be too intense. Turn the light off. I want to go back to sleep.
It's bloody bright out here, it is.
Yeah, exactly, James. This is the ending that the American test audiences thought was a bit ambiguous. Phonics saying it'd be funny if she found Kate Winslet on the door instead of her husband. But it's kind of harking back to his leap earlier, and it looks like she has removed the ladders.
Yeah.
That's right, Miss Swift. The canopy on the raft is to protect you from the sun and to catch rainwater. Because, of course, you can't drink seawater, but likely you can drink rainwater.
Yeah. It's ironic, isn't it, that on a boat, water is one of the main problems. Like, you need water.
I had the time of my life on that boat. It was brilliant. I got to fix a radio and do lots of shippy captaining stuff. It was great.
Got to do some engineering. Got my pump on.
You're doing tell you, John, I have bad news and bad news. I slept with a psychopath and the dog is dead. But what of the lemons in the hammocks?
I used one to drug him.
And now their boat's on fire.
Yep. Oh no.
Yeah, I agree with you, James. Now we're going back to the beginning of the film where she's having a nice swim in the sea. I love the fact it's almost like a dream quality of the sea around them.
Yeah. Like the sky and the sea are similar shades of blue, so it's really difficult to see where one ends and the other begins. Sounds great, actually. A steaming hot bath with a coffee and a croissant.
Oh no, not bitter marmalade.
No, yeah, you're losing me now, John.
Mango and coffee? Damn perverts, the lot
They're
of them.
Australians, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Miss Swift. Yeah, mango's fine, but you don't need the coffee with it. Wow, he's burned his hand on that kettle, hasn't he?
That's it? Okay. That does sound good.
Bit carb heavy there.
She's burnt a lot of calories.
Yeah.
She deserves it.
He had mango and croissants. Not the mango. Yeah, this ending was kind of tacked on.
Yeah, it feels tacked on.
Yeah.
As was the style at the time.
There we go, everybody. That was Dead Calm. I'll take your comments on the film. We'll start with Dom.
I really enjoyed that movie. It was pleasant. It was horrifying, but it was beautifully shot. The soundtrack was subtle and haunting. The pace, it just made you feel tense all the time. And then when the moments did crank up, you were almost like, oh God, just get away. But they couldn't get away because it's on the ocean, the worst thing in the world. It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Glad you enjoyed it. Let's see what the YouTube community have to say first. James Elliott, everything else in the film is set up in advance, but not the flare gun. Miss Swift, beautifully shot, nice sound. Everything else underwhelming. Still left me cold. James Elliott, 90 brilliant minutes followed by 3 risible ones. Okay, I agree. I think I could have done just with it being empty and left the ambiguity there.
For sure.
Okay,
100%.
but
Yeah, the ending was tacked on.
it was a bit. So let's have a look what Discord have to say. It did seem rushed, but at least we got to see him die. Mr. Furzel, taut thriller, actually. Phonic, great stuff. Classic Ozploitation thriller. Sharon, great movie, still loved it after all these years. Alex Peacock, this thriller holds up. We need more Billy Zane films. Fragwood, well, I'm not sure if thrillers are my preferred genre, but I like films around the water as long as it's not Waterworld. Brainwire, this was a great thriller, great first watch. I can see a couple of people are typing some other bits, but I've really enjoyed it. It's a very tight film.
Yeah.
Oh, Calbot, beautiful and tense. I can see got a couple more people typing, and then we'll wrap things up. Miss Swift saying needs more Godzilla potentially.
I agree.
If the ending was Godzilla came out and ate him off the deck of the ship, would you be okay with that?
I would.
Yes. Would you want Godzilla just to pick him up and eat him, or would you want Godzilla to atomic breath him?
Oh, atomic breath him. Like, I don't know, like kick the deck or something. He goes flying in the air and then atomic breath.
Okay. James didn't want Godzilla involved. Mad Matt saying, once again, I don't enjoy films that display the grim reality that people aren't very nice. Alex Peacock, we need more tight 90-minute films in cinemas. 100% agree.
Yeah.
Fraglord, Mega Shark would add to the experience. Okay, so we will be back in 7 days, and we've got a bit. I would say it's lighter and it's more popcorny, more fun than this. We're going to be back in 7 days with Predator 2.
Yay.
Bit of sci-fi action horror kind of thing, so we'll have fun with that. A lot of fun, a bit more silly than the first, but a lot of fun. So, everybody, for the next 7 days, as always, please be kind to each other, stay safe, look after each other, put positivity into the world. If you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, don't have too much to drink if you can help it. But otherwise, we'll see you in 7 days. Until then, good night.
Good night.